me. I put off recording this video for so long that my cats ate my microphone. So I'm recording this with my AirPods, so if the quality is crap, child, it just gonna have to be crap. Let's move on. So you are looking at a video of me making a sim because I just didn't feel like showing my face, and I recorded me making the sim because I was trying out like OBS and stuff like that. So yeah, this is me trying to make a spellcaster to go play through the new pack I bought. But anyway, that ain't why we here. This is the book channel. So I figured I could just overlay on this video me talking about all the books I read so far this year. I highly doubt I'm gonna reach it all. It's July. It is August, Mom. It is August 23rd, and I've read 58 books. My goal for the year was 50, so I straight. So let's go through and review my reading. Yeah, if I don't get through it, I'll do another one. Maybe you'll see my face, maybe you won't. First, I read The Mermaid of Black Conch. I gave it 5 stars. This was Read Caribbean excellence. I have no other words to describe it. The plot, immaculate. The speech, immaculate. The characters, immaculate. But I'm trying to run on for each book, so let's move on. Now we have The Ruins by Scott Smith. Oh, The Mermaid of Black Conch was by Monique Ruffy. The Ruins by Scott Smith. I already read this book before in the past. Usually I try to start my start my reading year with a reread, but The Mermaid of Black Conch was too good for me not to. So yeah, that's that. So The Ruins, horror, just straight up horror, body horror, people horror, the evil of the world horror, the evil of people horror. It was good. Next, The Way of the House Husband, Volume 5. I am obsessed with this ever since catching it on someone's channel. They recommended it as just like a funny manga to read, and I was like, yeah, how funny can manga be? It was freaking hilarious, and I'm obsessed with this series. I'm not gonna number these because I'm gonna lose count, but the next book was Through the Woods. It's a little horror graphic novel with these short stories, and let me tell you something, some of them was straight up fucking terrifying. Like, ooh, teeth horror freaks me out, babe. I learned that a while ago. Another thing of a teeth horror was like Wilder Girls. Don't come to me with teeth horror. Moving on. Love and Other Disasters. I don't read romance, but when I read a romance, it's either like, oh, it's the best romance of my life, or it's mediocrity. Love and Other Disasters was one of the best romances of my life. I am a simp for London and Dahlia, and I will simp them until I die. Moving on. Learn My Lesson. You're gonna see my reading go all over the place this year. I blame Simone from Beyond Bookish for introducing me to the Wicked Villain series. It's her fault. Yes, I'm on book 2 and I'm going to read book 3 eventually, but it was not, this was not of my own coercion. And I rated the book 3 stars. When the gal don't have to pick between the 2 love interests. Simp. Anyway, whatever. I read The Perfect Ruin next, and that went wild. The main character I haven't been saying the authors. Shonora Williams. The main character of this book, she was miserable, babe. Miserable. And it's set up for like it was doing a sequel, but I ain't seen nothing but a sequel coming out for it. If you hear all that, my cat having a moment. She is, yeah, you scare yourself, babe. Anyway, the book was okay, but it was squange. It was squange. Next, I got it in my head to reread The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series. So I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I had read The Magician's Nephew earlier last year. But this is like the kids version. And yeah, I just some kids books are great. But this is like an adult series written down to be in a kid's book, so I don't feel like the execution was there. So yeah, I actually DNF'd it at that book. I was like, I'm not even picking up Prince Caspian, and I love me some Prince Caspian, boy. Moving on. Next we have The End of Men, which is by Christina Sweeney Bard. Child, I know this hit a little too close with the pandemic. Like, like some of these scenes, like it's about a virus that like only attacks men, and the world, like how the start, the middle, the height, the aftermath, and the rebuilding. Whew, yeah, I cried. No, like that was too close to the pandemic. I think I get near the end. From Blood and Ash by J.L. Armentrout. Yeah, so I used to think J.L. Armentrout, Sarah J. Maas, and who the next one named, the Shadow and Bone gal, I all thought they were the same person. Is that sexist? I know. But yeah, I finally started from Blood and Ash, and I started it because I saw the controversy going around about the little, throuple thing. I was like, everyone was hating on it and being like really queerphobic and right, and I saw it and I was like, there's a throuple. This gets to the top of my list, and I swear I must read from Blood and Ash in one day. I don't even think the concept is like that, like mind breaking, but I'm a simp. So I also had it in my plan to finish A Court of Silver Flames this year, but it was a while since I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and by a while I mean literally less than a year ago. So I picked up A Court of Thorns and Roses again. You all know I hated Tomlin from the get-go. Like, even before the next book where you're supposed to realize Reese is that bitch. No, I hated Tomlin from beforehand for how he treated her and whatever. Yeah, frig him. Let's go on. Next was The Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which is from Blood and Ash 2. Ate the shit up. Moved immediately right into A Crown of Gilded Bones. Now this one, she was a little slow. I felt like we went back and forth between that mountain 20 times, and then the conclusion of the book just there's 4, right? I'm mixing these books up. Yeah, War of Two Queens is next. So I felt like we was just fladooping about the place. And yeah, it wasn't the best. I think I did like book 2 better than I liked this one. So then I decided, that was a bit of a workout. So I went back to Akata and I read Akamath, Court of Mist and Fury by Miss Moss. I'm a re-simp. We don't need to say anymore. I loved it. Then I was like, started a book club with my friend. We both wanted to read A Court of Bitter Thorn. It was given enemies to lovers, blah, blah, blah. But it was a bit more, by K.L. Moody. It was a bit more aged down than we was expecting. The characters were a little flat and one-dimensional. So we just went on. And then sometimes I go to my manga reading app. And my fiance at the time, husband now, was like, I should read Goodbye Eri by Fukimoto. And it was great. I actually really did like that a lot more than I thought I would. Fukimoto is the guy who makes Chainsaw Man, which I have yet to read, but it's very much on the list. So another month came around with book club. So the next book I read was The Guest List by Lucy Foley. Oh, I'm reaching the end. Okay, we're gonna stop on the guest list because I'm not gonna rush myself. It was okay. I feel like the plot line was a bit predictable. Like I knew who done it from before it was done. It was just reading it to figure out how it was done and how everything fell back afterwards. I gave it like a 3 stars. It was aight. And I think, when did I read this? Let's see if I have time to see when I read this so I know when to come back. So this was in May. So yeah, this is my reading. Is it up to May or is it up to a certain point in May? This is my reading up to a certain point in May because next is Heartstopper, which I also read in May. Yeah, we did like almost half the year. Maybe I should do another one of these. So sorry you guys had to listen to me babble. This should be added onto my books and babble series, babble and book series. I already forgot what the name. It's been so long since I made them. But yeah, I could come back later and we could go through the rest of my reading. This is as close as you would get to a wrap up. I have not been posting TBR videos because my life has been great without a TBR, and I will not take that back. Look at my sim. Isn't she cool? Her name, as you will see right now, is Aubrey Beam, and ain't her fits just immaculate? I love her. I actually started recently playing with her. Screenshots on my Tumblr. Bye.